Next conversational ditch to watch out for is the Socratic trap. Many of you have heard of Socrates. You may have heard of the Socratic method. Socratic method is when you help people by, instead of giving them the answers, you simply ask them questions that leads them to the answers, which is a good way of teaching and training people because you're bringing the information out of them and knowledge out of them rather than putting it into them, like our educational system. However, the Socratic trap is used in a way to make somebody look bad in a conversation. And you'll see this all the time in political debates. You'll see it on TV, and you'll see it on the quote unquote debate content that you see on the internet these days. The method is to ask questions. Again, the Socratic method is asking questions to solve problems, but the Socratic trap is used more as a verbal gotcha. You're trying to get people and get that slam dunk moment that you can clip out that can go viral on TikTok. And that's that moment that you use to box someone into a corner and make them look bad. So you ask them a question that you presume they either can't answer, or the answer to the question is going to make them look bad, or it will undermine their entire argument. And then you can say, well, hey, I won because I got that one moment on you. Is that really winning the conversation? No. Should you even be aiming to win the conversation? Probably not. But this is what people do all the time. And again, this is called the Socratic trap. So be careful when someone uses this on you, because people will often use this, usually combined with what we call the red herring. The red herring is when someone asks a question that has nothing to do with the actual topic and is designed to throw you off of the sense of where you're currently going and to make you look bad, because they're going to ask you a question that is going to probably make their argument look good and either completely invalidate yours or make you look bad because you can't answer the question. And again, it has nothing to do with the actual subject. So be careful. Some examples would be somebody saying something like, are you an open-minded person? Most people won't answer that question with a yes. Now you say you're open-minded, and the next thing they're going to ask you, or somewhere along the line of the question, they're going to ask you something that you probably wouldn't go along with, but because you already said you're an open-minded person, it will kind of make you look bad, like you're contradicting yourself if you don't go along with some other crazy question they're going to ask you moving forward. People often use that frame. If you see street solicitors, they'll say something like, do you like animals? And I will say, yes, I like animals. And then they'll go along with more and more questions that are easy to say yes to. These are all Socratic traps. And eventually the point is to get me to donate money to help puppies in Indonesia or some nonsense like that. All of that is designed to get you to feel like you're contradicting yourself. You go against whatever you've already said yes to. Somebody asking, do you believe in freedom? I say yes. Okay, then why would you have a problem with a woman just killing a baby that she conceived voluntarily? That's a form of a Socratic trap. And these are basically oversimplifications that are masked as reasoning. They're trying to oversimplify a situation by asking you a simple question that seems to have a simple answer, and then they use that as the quote unquote reasoning to get you to go along with something that you probably wouldn't agree with if they didn't oversimplify to begin with. Work on Your Game University. You want to learn more about how to avoid these traps.